Okay, so this meeting is being streamed live. Good morning, everyone. It's not yet 12 here in Atlanta, Georgia. So I'm glad you all have taken time to join this STEM camp. Right now, we have about 9 kids who have joined, 9 children. We have 25 students registered, so they'll be joining soon. But basically, I want to introduce myself and also the camp and what we are going to do this entire week. This is only 1 hour program. Yes, Patty.
It's better that they introduce first, because by the time they are all coming out, then we can introduce ourselves.
Okay, wonderful. So I request each kid to go one after the other, unmute yourself, and please introduce yourself, your name, and then which school, which high school you are from, high school or middle school, whatever it is, your grade. And what do you know about STEM? And what are you planning to learn from this? Those are the only 4 things that we are asking, okay? Patty, do you need any other information from them?
No, their name, their class, and what is their interest in science.
Good. Okay. So who want to go first? Clockwise. Go ahead, Harshad. It's okay. You'll be fine.
My name is Harshad Premkumar, and I'm going to 9th grade in Campbell IB. And I want to be an aerospace engineer, so I'm really interested in like space and how rockets move since small age. So that's what I'm hoping to learn more about, how to apply STEM into space, with aerospace engineering.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Harshad. Next, Naini.
My name is Naini Padala, and I'm a rising senior at Innovation Academy, and I'm interested in learning about biology and more about the human body.
Okay. Thanks, Naini. Next is Sri Darshit.
My name is Sri Darshit Chilkamari. I'm going to 6th grade in Taylor Road Middle School. And something I like about in science is about space technology and rocket technology.
Good, cool. We have 2 rocket scientists. All right, Ujjwal.
My name is Ujjwal Kalaru, and I'm going to 8th grade at Vickery.
Can I have your name again? Can I have your name again?
Ujjwal Kalaru.
How do you spell it?
And say that you're interested in going to and explore Mars, and how I can do.
Ujjwal
Kalaru.
Ujwal. That's what his.
Yeah. Ujjwal
Kilaru.
Kalaru.
Kilaru.
Okay. What grade are you in?
I'm going to 8th grade.
8th grade.
At Vickery Creek Middle School.
Okay. And what's your interest?
My interest is like chemistry and physics.
Chemistry and physics.
Okay, interesting. Next, Vidula.
Hello, my name is Vidula Sarapana Karthikeyan. I'm going to 10th grade in Campbell High School. My main interest in STEM was biomedical engineering, and I took 2 classes in engineering in high school so far.
What grade are you in?
Going to 10th.
10th.
Good. Thank you, Vidula. Ridan.
My name is Ridan Shrivastava, and I'm going to 7th grade in Campbell Middle School. So, and my favorite topic is like aerospace.
Okay.
Aerospace.
aerospace.
A lot of aerospace kids.
Yeah.
All right. Next is Kezria.
How do you spell it? Even
K-E-Z.
the person who spoke now, his name is Bridan. What did he say? V-I?
No, R-I-D-H-A-A-N.
R-I-D-H. D-H?
A-A-N.
Ridan. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next.
Next is Kezria. K-E-Z-R-H-E-A.
My name is Nikki,
Nikki?
Nikki.
Okay.
I want to be an astronaut when I grow up,
Hmm.
and I like a lot about space. I
Okay.
want to go to Mars.
Hmm. And what grade are you in, Nikki?
I'm going to 5th grade.
You are going to 5th grade. I have 2 people here who are going to 5th grade. Okay, good. Hmm.
All right. Next we have Shrishti.
Hello, my name is Srishti Agarwal, and I will also be going to 10th grade next year. And my interest is in chemistry and biology, so like molecular biology.
Okay.
Molecular biology. Okay, we have 2 mentors also. Mr. Srinivas Garu, do you think you can introduce yourself briefly?
Yeah, sure. I'm glad to be a part of this wonderful STEM training program. So, as though you have mentioned about me as a mentor, but however, I wanted to be a mentee of this team. So, let me learn a lot much. So, I'm more interested in STEM education. And basically, I'm a physics man. And then, basically, right from school days, I'm more interested in learning science in a most practical way. And then later I turned on as an engineer, and then I worked on to satellites to communicate the world, connect the world. So anyway, so later I can share a lot much from my side as well. Let me learn a lot much about STEM education, and especially your special program, this design thinking, because I'm more interested in developing myself in design thinking. This is for now. Actually, let me share later upcoming sessions. Thanks for giving me this opportunity. And I greet all my mentees out there. Their nice interaction they're all doing. And I'm really so glad today to be a part of all of you. Thank you.
Thanks, Srinivas Garu. Murali, do you want to introduce briefly yourself?
Yeah, I'm Murali Padala. I'm more like a moderator here, but I work as in software IT field, and basically, I'm also trying to learn more about design thinking and the approaches, how to implement this in our day-to-day job while doing programming.
Awesome, thank you. All right, so Patty, can we go ahead and get started? I think it's already like 12:04. So everyone, thank you so much for introducing yourself. Not the last one, but because I want Patty also to speak. She will be the last, but not the least, highlighted today. So I'm Cynthia Padala. I'm an IT director by profession, but at the same time, I'm a founder of 2 nonprofit organizations, one in India, one in US. The India one works with the rural tribal women. And then the US one works with students over here to empower them with knowledge and become global citizens. So these are the 2 nonprofits. And I also have a company in India that helps the tribal women's products get exported to UK. And we are planning to expand to US also right now. So that's a brief intro about myself. And I have 2 daughters, my husband. We are all, you would say, tech geeks. We love technology, but at the same time, STEM what it is whoever does not know much about it or are exploring science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM. That was coined in 2000. And but in 2006 or so, another word was introduced into the STEM program, which is another letter, sorry. So then it became STEAM, but still we are more popularizing STEM itself right now. STEAM A stands for art. As you all know that we have left brain and right brain, which works on technology driven solutions, and then artistic way of solving things. So design thinking basically is incorporating both of these together and coming up with a solution. So in 3 words, we can say that design thinking is being empathetic. That means you have to use your art, creativity, and everything to put yourself in the shoes of the person who is facing that problem or the global entity that is facing that problem. Think what they are going through and create a solution using science, technology, engineering, and math, and deliver a global solution that will be sustainable and positively impact our world. So did you all get this? Hope we are recording this. I'm not going to repeat it, but hopefully by the end of this week, you all will be able to understand what STEM is, what STEAM is, and what design thinking is, and how to solve global problems and become global citizens. So that's a brief intro about the program and about myself. But right now, I want to introduce Miss Paddy Sharma. She has amazing background and a long train of accomplishments. But right now, I'm going to make it brief. She is an assistant director, a district governor, District 6900 Rotary Club. And she's also director international projects. She was for Rotary Club Emery Druid Hills and also Rotary Club Lake Spivey. And she is CEO of STEM Center of Excellence. And of course, she is an ardent supporter of students, global activities. Then also, she is globally supporting IACA and several other nonprofit organizations. So definitely she's a well-known person, and also she has helped several people through their problems or getting them placed in their careers or building their career or their lives at the same time. So right now, without further ado, I want to hand this over to Paddy. Paddy, I know that I did not do much justice to what you have accomplished in all these years, but I would request you to please briefly, talk about yourself and then the program and what we're going to accomplish today and this week itself.
Good afternoon, students. I know at the one stage, all of you don't want to be called as children or kids. I know that. So you are all into going to be engineers and aerospace engineers, astronauts, and great in your fields. So I don't want to you to start with, I want to consider you as an astronaut, as a scientist today, because that's your basic, that's the seed. You are aiming for it and your dreams are going to be fulfilled. So you are working towards it. So I would like to tell a little bit about myself. I'm basically a teacher. I taught in the university level and also in the high school level. After that, my interest was to get into STEM Center of Excellence, which I started a few years back. It's nearing 10 years now, and I've been teaching about STEM. So when I said I'm teaching about STEM, that itself is a wrong statement, because you cannot teach STEM. So I'm going to ask, when you people understand in the school or in your daily life, I would, after I finish my speech, and I would like you to tell me, where do you get this feeling of using, are you using STEM? What do you understand about STEM? That's the most important thing. And then in a daily life, every day, how do we put a STEM together? Or can we separate these science, technology, engineering, and math as separate things, or it has to be together? Can we solve any problems without having these four integrated? So I'm going to ask you guys to tell me, what do you really understand about it? So I have a few ideas about the global issues, and see, from 20, 30 years from now, I may not be there, but you guys are going to face a lot of challenges in your life, which you can start solving from now on. You can start thinking in that direction, how you can solve those problems. That is what is the critical thinking. So I'm going to now ask, let me go with Arshad. Arshad, can you tell me, what do you understand the word STEM means?
STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math, and it's used to solve problems around the world.
Okay, and when you say it solves a problem around the world, can you tell me whether on a day-to-day life, do you see any problem that you are integrating these four subjects?
Day-to-day life.
Can you be, oh yeah, you want to be an aerospace engineer. Tell me, if you want to be an aerospace engineer, how will be an aerospace engineer? What all you need to know to be an aerospace engineer? With the STEM?
I need to know the science behind how rockets move and stay up that high,
Mhm.
and the technology used to help the rockets will go up that high.
Okay.
And keep the
What do you use that? There is a science there, right? Or an engineering there. What is there when you think about the height it goes? Is there an engineering involved in that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, is there any math involved in that?
Yes, there's math involved.
How come you say that it's math involved?
The weight and the amount of fuel put into the rocket.
Okay. And the base has to be whether the weight can be borne by the, okay. Then what about the science?
Science.
Which part of science you will use?
Well, chemistry for the liquids inside the rockets.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? And is there a technology involved?
Technology, the computers inside the rockets to connect back to Earth once you're in space.
So you need all the four subjects, right?
Yeah.
You cannot be an aerospace engineering just knowing only about engineering. Am I right?
Yeah.
You need to know math to a certain extent. You need to know science behind it. And you also need to know the technology, how it works, even to read it and do the technology part of it, right?
Yeah.
So anything you do in life, if I start from my house and reach to school, you all use STEM in different ways. Even to reach every single day to your school, there is a vehicle involved and there is a calculation of time involved. Your time is your mathematics. So everywhere you are involving all part of STEM to do your day-to-day life, right? So you have to solve the problems, knowing all the four subjects, not having any knowledge about, I'm not a scientist, I won't do it. I'm not a technologist, I won't do it. No, you have to have the integration of all the four subjects. Am I right?
Yeah.
You need to know. Okay. So let me ask Ujjwal, because she's in the 8th grade, she can tell me what she feels about STEM.
Like STEM can be like really important for like different things to like, cause like many problems can be solved by it. Like for example, you
Can I
can use.
have your picture, please? Sorry,
Mhm.
you're not
My
coming on your
camera's on.
video, please. Cynthia, I'm not getting video of it.
We are all able to
Okay.
see.
Okay, now
Yeah.
it's okay. Go ahead.
Let
So
me highlight him. You
Okay.
said Ujjwal, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
go
It's
ahead.
so like for example, we could like take climate change, which is like a big problem around the world.
Okay.
So like you could use like you need to know the science behind why like climate change is happening.
Mhm.
Create like computers and little like pieces of technology to help like solve it.
Mhm.
We need engineering to help build those things. And then we
Okay.
also would need math to help calculate different like stuff like how much like greenhouse gases are in the air and like how many things we need. We could like do that. So like we could use STEM to help solve climate change. And this could be applied to like many different problems around the world.
Fantastic, fantastic. You guys are really having a good knowledge about it. So I'm going to ask Nikki, because you are only in 5th grade, and I would like to know how you have understood about STEM.
I don't.
What did you understand, Nikki? Did you
You're
understand?
on mute, Nikki. All right. I think there is some issue with her.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now let me tell you something about what we are trying to do is you all should understand that these 4 subjects of engineering, math, science, technology cannot be separated. Even if you want to be an architect, the architect should know what the height of the building should be and what will be the wind factor that is going to affect. He needs to know about the science. He needs to know about the math. And being an architect, you should know the engineering part of it. So any field you want to go, you want to be an aerospace engineer, you want to go into molecular biology or anything, there is a technology involved, there is a mathematical part of it. So I would like to do today is to give you all a problem which actually is more into where we can talk the second problem as the space and aerospace engineering and the rocket and other things, because I find that 2-3 more people are interested in that. I can give you another problem that you can solve, but I'm starting with a problem which is home-based, is safe. In United Nations, which is the biggest organization of putting all the countries together to find out how we can solve the problems that is most important in the world. One of the thing is you all heard is the global warming, and one of you have even talked about it. So I would like to go with the problem from Georgia. We start with home always. So we are all having a frequency of hot days, in very, very hot days in Georgia, and it is increasing. As summer comes, we all start feeling, oh, we feel we are in, even in back home in India, it used to be too hot, and Georgia, during summer, you feel the same way. So it has been predicted in 2050 that when you guys are really 30, 40 years old, by then, you will have 43 days. Now it is only 20 days of hot days, but it's going to be 43 days of extreme heat. You are going to feel the summer so bad. So now we would like to know how we can solve the cities and the towns to reduce the amount of heat, especially in urban areas. Suppose, what are the costs that will be involved? You are going to give me the cost that is going to be involved to reduce this heat. But you are not doing for the whole state of Georgia, but you are going to do it for a small urban area or small area where you live, how you can solve that problem. And if you have a good idea about it, what will be the cost involved in it? And then how feasible it is to do it? And then is it more like you can segment it into small communities and then do it so it will be better? And then how long this, suppose there is an you always invest when you do something to get this kind of a project to be done. When you do that, will that cost, suppose we are paying a high electricity to keep the air condition on, right? So what happens is when you have come out with a different project, then you will tell me that, oh, this project will cost this much now, but in a longer run, in a few months, whatever you have been paying will come back because this cost is going to be a return type of a thing. So you are going to plan, take a city, and then develop it. All of you take one city. I'm going to send this whole thing to you by email. And then take a urban city planning. This is our city. Go to Google, wherever you live, take that area, plan in that area, where you live. What are the other methods of making that urban area cooler? If suppose you are to have, what are the things they are doing to bring down the heat? Cost individual items, and suppose just like that, I'm giving you an idea, like if you bring a big, large fans, what will be the cost to the citizens? Where will you put them to make it this thing? Do they have electricity? Are they maintained, and how they run on for those kind of things? So your model can be a city map, and then you have to design a new device to remove the heat from the air, or any other solution to solve this problem. You have to tell me, how can I make in the very hot summer, we can have a cool day? That is your problem. And you don't have to do it for the larger area. You can take it to a smaller area in a segment of a smaller communities, and then you can start working on it. Any questions, please?
Can I summarize this for them?
Yes, please.
Okay. So kids, we need to break this down and use design thinking. Design thinking, as I said, is put yourself in the shoes of the person who is facing the problem. So first is pick an area and then understand who lives there, what's happening there, how many buildings or offices, whatever it is, and then come up with data. You will find everything in Google, and you all have ChatGPT also. Don't trick me and use ChatGPT to find the solution, but your area, and then find the data for that problem, or that how many people are there, what are they suffering, how are they suffering, and then hypothesize how you want to solve that problem. That problem can be solved. Okay, so what I will do is, to help you all out, we will make this into 2 groups. I see 7 or 8 kids here. So I'll create 2 break rooms, and you all choose one group, 1 break room. Only 4 kids are allowed in each break room. And go, Patty, anything else?
Now, what they should do is, when they go into the break room, they should allot each one of them to get some sort of a data. So they come and meet again tomorrow, and then they share the data. That this is what I've collected, this is what I have done. So each one of them should take different responsibility. And there can be 2 middle school and 2 high school students together, a 10th grade and a 7th grade, so that they can help each other.
Yeah, so maybe we should separate them. Should we do that? We
Yeah.
have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 9th grade, 1 Harshad, 2 10th grade kids, and 1 12th grade.
Okay.
So 12th, Harshad and Naini will be in one group, and Vidula and Shrishti will be in the other group. So 2 break rooms. Break room 1 will be Harshad and Naini. Then break room 2 will be Vidula and Shrishti. Now we have Sri Darshad, who will be in break room 1. Then we have Ridhan, break room 2. Kezria in break room 2. Ujjwal in break room 1. So, and Srinivas, you can join break room 1. And Murli can join break room 2. So we'll have 2 adults in each break room.
One adult.
One adult, yeah, sorry, one adult in each break room. And let me present this. Look at this. Can you all see my screen? Okay, so we will have only, because we have only 2 groups. Yeah, I'll repeat that break rooms one in a minute. So we have only 2 groups. So the problem we're gonna write here, and then you all will come up with the root causes, what's the problem, and then the data related to that, and then solution, we'll post it at the end. But today, do some data analysis. So today, what are you expecting, Paddy, from them?
They have to allot each one of them different task, so that they start getting their task actually done. And then they will go today and go back and then start analyzing on it, and then get us tomorrow's meeting that what so far they have analyzed as a group 1 and group 2, they will be telling us. And there is, I mean, students, there is nothing called right or wrong in life. Okay, everybody is right. So please make sure that if I have this idea, people may not like, I don't want to tell it. Maybe your idea is the best, but you are hesitating to tell it. So don't worry about anything. Everything is a good question. Nothing is a bad question. So please, whatever you have idea, I'm not that great to say this and all these things. Don't feel like that. Come out with the idea, talk about it, tell the others, maybe this will work. It may look silly for you. It may not be a silly, it may be that is the solution. So let's go with that. Okay.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm gonna break them into break rooms, and once they come back, they will present, they will pick a leader if they want to, or everyone can talk, and they will present who has taken what activity and what are they gonna come up tomorrow? What details are they gonna come up tomorrow and present? Okay, so break room 1, I'm creating 2 break rooms. Include co-hosts. Let me actually break rooms. I myself am adding here. Harshad is break room 1. Naini is break room 2, break room 1. Then Vidula. Yeah, break room 2 with Vidula. Then Murali, break room 2. Please write down. Shrishti, break room 2. Kezria, break room 2. I'm moving them. Then Ridan, break room 2. Yeah, break room 2. Now I'm gonna put break room 1, which is Harshad. They are already there. Harshad is there. Naini is there in break room 1. Sridat, I'm moving to break room 1. And then Ujjwal, I'm moving to break room 1.
Okay, ask them to repeat which group they belong to so that they will be clear about it.
Yeah, can you all please repeat one after the other?
Break room 1.
Break room
Who
1.
is that? Name.
Harshad, break room 1.
Okay, Harshad, break room 1. Only break room one, please repeat yours.
Ujjwal in break room 1.
Sri
Naini,
Darshit. Sri Darshit in break room 1.
Naini,
Good.
break room 1.
Okay.
Srinivas, break room 1.
Srinivas, break room 1. Okay. So Harshad, Naini, Sridarshit, Srinivas, Ujjwal, break room 1. Paddy is also in break room 1. And break room 2, can you please repeat?
Break room 2.
Vidula, break room 2.
Srishti,
Good.
break room 2.
Good.
Murali, break room 2.
Break room 2.
Good. Redan, okay. All right, I'm opening break rooms. You will have 15 minutes and then come back. Okay? I'm going to put a timer.
You want them to come back?
Just quickly, they can come back. If they have any questions or anything, they can chat with us and then we'll close it, Paddy. Okay. All right, then. Starting the break rooms. Neil, did you join? Your audio is not connected. Neil, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Neil, the meeting started at 11:45 and then I believe you joined at 11 o'clock, right? Right now they are in different break rooms. I'm gonna just quickly include you in one of the break rooms. And you listen to them. Let me see. Join that break room.
Cynthia?
Hi, Patty. Did everyone join? Join back. Breakout room 1.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Pick a person from yourself to present what you all discussed. And then let breakout room 2 kids also join.
So can we start?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically we chose Alpharetta as our city, and we looked up what Alpharetta is doing to like reduce their pollution to make people like living there have a better life. And we found that they have this, and I looked up the program, and I'm doing waste management because people just throw their waste wherever they want and they don't really pick up after themselves. And I think 90 said like planting trees would help in the long run because it's 2015. If we start planting now, trees give us oxygen. So more trees equals more oxygen.
Full stop.
I don't think, I forgot.
I think some of us are gonna do like public cars or public transportation and electric cars,
Yeah,
and then like
energy
solar
efficiency.
panels and wind farms.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll come back and so Patty, what do you think? How did they do it? And
They are doing
should
great.
they even?
They are doing
Okay.
great. They put their brains to work on this, and they are going to come out with great solution. And I would like the parents and the elders to be only an instrument and not give them any solution, because I want their innovation. So let them come out, and when they need the help, we will lead them to that.
Okay. So one suggestion would be, hopefully you all can see my screen. Yeah, come up with what the problem is. Of course, Patty is going to send that problem, and I will also post it in our group. So please clearly define the problem. Okay. Second one is clearly define this root cause. Why is the problem occurring in that particular area or wherever it is? If you have to identify the problem, that means if Alpharetta is the one, you need to identify the heat or temperature in that particular area itself, not the entire globe. Right? You guys understand that. That will become your problem. Then root cause for it. Then identify who are those people who are actually facing that problem. And how is it impacting their lives? Then after that, maybe after 2 days, you can come up with a solution, because right now you have all the details about the problem. Why is it coming, happening, occurring? And then who are the people and how badly is it affecting them? So once you have these 3, that is when you can actually come up with a solution. So don't think of the solution yet. First, identify completely the problem, the root cause, come up with the data like Paddy was suggesting, and identify the persona, name that persona, and then you can, talk about solutions later. So Paddy, do you think they can come up with one solution as a group, or should they come up with individual solutions?
No, as a group, but they have to come with different solutions. That one solution cannot be a thing that you can solve the problem. So they have to come with different solutions under the cost effectiveness of the problem.
Hmm.
So the
Okay.
whether it is feasible for that particular area, whether the
Mm.
heat conducted can be reduced.
Okay,
Okay.
got it. So next team B.
So I'll be explaining our progress on behalf of Breakout Room 2. So the location that we chose as a group was Smyrna. And what we discussed was we identified the problem, and then we were collaborating. Through our collaboration, we were just brainstorming some of the root causes and the people facing the problem. And now we've assigned roles to each person. And then tomorrow we're going to do our individual research. And then tomorrow we will collaborate on that research and then discuss what we've researched so far. But so far, some of the root causes that we came up with together were for the problem that we identified, which was extreme heat or global warming in Smyrna. The root causes that we came up with were greenhouse gases, the CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, and deforestation, which we think are like major contributors to global warming. And then we have the people facing the problem. So for the greenhouse gases, we have Neil, who will be researching that. For the CFCs, we have Nikki. And then for deforestation, we have Vidula. And then lastly, for the people that are facing the problem, that I will be researching that.
Awesome, awesome, great. I see. Okay, so any suggestions for them, Patty?
They're doing a great job, and I want them to discuss between them and then come out with a discuss more about it in one of the things. And then I would like to give them, Cynthia, I'm thinking if they come out within 2 days, and by Thursday, if they are able to give me what they have come out as a final report, then we can give them a project or for Friday so that they can go ahead and do it for the next week. We can discuss the second project on Friday. So
Awesome.
Second project on Friday, and you want them to give the final report on Saturday or on Thursday?
We'll ask them, because how much time do they want?
Yeah.
Students, kids.
Let them tell
Just-
by going today, let them go and
Huh.
find out, and then let them come and tell us tomorrow.
Yeah, that's better.
They themselves
So,
may not know
mhm.
much of things they can find out by tomorrow and how many days they need more. There is no
Yeah.
restricted time.
So are you also expecting a solution defined, drafted, and presented on Thursday itself? If at all we are saying Thursday, Patty?
If they can finish it by Thursday, they can present it on Thursday. If they need more time, then it can be Saturday. On the day they are giving the presentation, we cannot give them the next project. So if they can finish, if you think they can finish it by Friday, then Saturday we'll give them the next one. Are you going to do it all 6 days, or you want to do it 5 days?
So every Saturday, I want them to present to the bigger audience.
Okay, that's fine.
So 5 days it will be, and then the 6th day they are presenting.
Okay.
So maybe, and 6th day itself, we will give them the project.
Okay.
And so Friday, they can actually present in, just quickly give us a brief. And for Saturday, they can prepare an entire, presentation itself, each team.
Okay.
Okay. So kids, does that sound good?
Yeah.
Come on, thumbs up, or you can use the emojis here, reactions. Come on, guys. You're all tech savvier than me.
Really?
Okay. All right, there you go. Okay, then. So this is good progress. Really love what's going on. So take a screenshot of this, and we will post in the group the actual problem statement that Patty read in the beginning of the session. And then you can brainstorm. You can create your own small WhatsApp group for all four kids and the adult mentor,
They
if
have
you
done
want.
it. They have done it. They've got a Google
Oh,
invite. Yeah.
oh, okay. So they're faster. All right. So guys, do that. Do whatever you need to do to make this a success. Okay. All right. Patty, any last words before we close?
No, that's whatever solution that comes into your mind, please put it. Do not think this may look foolish or something like that. Nothing is like that. That may be the right one. Okay, so put it.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. We will regroup tomorrow at 11 a.m. Not 11:45 like today. Tomorrow 11 a.m. And then the same teams, we will have few more brainstorming sessions, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Okay. Talk to you all soon. Have a good day. Good night. Bye.
Bye. Somebody's